So, hello everyone.
Uh,
Welcome to the winners finals of the All Majors tournament. We have Number and Falcon on the red team and Blossom and Quato on the blue team. Both both teams are really good as they showed because both of them won all of their matches, I'm pretty sure, which is the reason why they are in uh, this winners finals. And I think we should get a countdown soon-ish.
we can expect
So
some glorious play all the way through, and hopefully a match which ends up being very close in the end.
yep.
I think we can hope
Definitely,
for that.
yeah. Both of these teams really good, so they can take it to absolute amazing finale there. Uh, yeah. So do you
If
do the
no
count?
team makes a mistake, but I really
Okay.
expect.
Okay, I
I,
will do the countdown
I
then.
would be really sad if the team does a major mistakes and forgot to check something or.
Yep. So I'm counting down now. The racers should be on their way as soon as stream delay catches up. So hopefully we're gonna get them going soon. Seems like a Queen Station start here, um, which might be pretty linear one.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, okay, they are going now. Let's go. So this is a pretty linear start because basically the only way they can go is Fokani and then Green Path, which is actually pretty good on this seed because as you can see on the tracker, we have 3 items in Fokani and 5
and
in Green
5 in
Path.
Green
So
Path.
yeah, they're gonna find probably a decent amount of progression, and we can probably expect one of the players to dip as soon as they find something like a dash or a stag.
Well,
He does not
the
get that on
question,
stag, so
the, the,
that's
the,
okay.
the thing is that even if they don't really have access to the thing, even if they get movement. And why I say that, they found the stag and they found Mantis
Yeah,
Claw,
that is
and
the
they
magic.
have access to Basin, CP, and everything. Okay, so
Yeah,
this lead just got a
yeah. This
lot more interesting in the
this
span
is
of 3 seconds.
this seems like a pretty baby seed, but what early clock can do a lot of times is make wings and dash very cursed. So we might see that. We also have some interesting uh, majors in some areas. We have one in White Palace, which is always good. We have 5 in Kingdom's Edge. We can have some curse in there. So
We might get
this,
a color seed.
yep, this definitely doesn't guarantee that it's gonna be very baby.
I,
And as it's probably the best play here, one of the players on each team going immediately to Fungal, and then probably up to Crossroads after that. Um, the other player
they can't really
is
access Crossroads. Well, they have to go from cliffs,
yeah.
which is a really
Uh,
long walk.
they actually can because the jump to Leg Eater can be made with just Claw. It's
You need
very
an
precise.
airstall,
I
right?
don't think you do. It's a very precise jump that you can make. It's not easy, but these models should be able to do it.
But
And
they should find majors. Let's be honest.
yeah,
They probably won't be needing it. And actually, somewhat interesting, we can see that blue team didn't finish up Fog, and that was a mistake, as Dive was there. So it's
yeah,
probably not all that important. I assume that they're going to check it after they're done with Green Path, and it doesn't open up much thing. In the meantime,
yeah. And
Blossom is
oh,
going to.
Blossom's on 1 HP. Okay, please don't die Blossom. You have Saw. So yeah, so that's the jump.
Oh my
Just
god!
gonna say it. And
I have never seen that. It's
it's
really
a it's
impressive.
a it's a very precise jump, but yeah, they definitely know
And
about it.
both
Also,
team did it. Like
yeah,
that is
and
just the
yeah, and
level of play that we're witnessing.
yeah, another dive at Legator, so they're not gonna be too mad about missing the one in Mount there. Also,
Let's say both of them don't have the money to buy them
yeah,
because they had
it's
to buy a claw for 300, which is a bit sad.
yep. Uh, they're gonna probably get money soon in Crossroads anyway. There's a lot of checks in Crossroads. So number
Um,
seems like gonna go into clean up green buff, which is still a good play with 4 left there. And
Yeah.
Quato heading to autopilot, which will probably mean they get to dive soon.
I'm actually surprised that no team checked the Queen Station stack. Because there are 2 majors in Queen's Garden, which is quite big. Like it could
That's
very
Queen.
easily be it's Queen Station and I'm dumb. It's Queen Station.
Yeah, it's Queen Station. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine. Easy to miss. Looks like
I should
Falcon
not
found
expect the runner to do mistakes.
yeah. Looks like
It's
Falcon
funny.
found a quick slash at the easy to forget home journal, which will definitely be nice. 3 notches is not bad. Nice to get
Yeah.
some good jumps early.
But it's not extremely useful for the early games. It spells to do some damage anyway, but it's still a good charm.
Yeah, it's a charm that everyone likes pretty much.
Yep.
Number doing the MMC area. As we said, for in green buff, this is definitely good. This is gonna be 4 checks for them, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And
in the meantime,
it's dash. So
it was dash.
it's dash at MMC. Yes, it's very worth. It was very worth.
How?
You'll have to see it. Also vanilla.
Is that even in logic?
It is with Claw, yeah. You can just do a
It
jump
was
there.
Claw, okay. And we are going to see blue team get it. Yeah, okay. So right now, we can see both team doing the exact same thing and going basically at the same speed. So it's really well close for the time being.
Yeah,
we can see slightly different routes.
Yeah, there's a white fragment at 11 grabs, which is not that many. They can get that easily on the way. There's a king stack too, that's gonna be useless with hidden stack and claw anymore. So 11 grabs is pretty much what they need. And looks like we're gonna see some shops as well, which should be cool. There's a lot of money around, it seems like. Blossom found 620.
Well, 2 checks in Darthmouth can be just there at Iselda.
Yeah, they could be at Iselda, they could be GPZ and Grim, so who knows. It could be.
9 eggs at Eggshot.
Yeah, there was nothing at Iselda, so...
But there was 1 major at Cross. So that is
11 crowds.
4 majors left in Crossroads. But that said, let's not forget that Crossroads is, I think, the biggest area in terms of checks. Well, that might be Darthmouth.
It's definitely up there. Kinda meets what Salubra had. I saw about Virtual Essence. Wings at Salubra. Okay, thank you, chat. Assuming that they didn't buy it, I assume it needs charms. Okay, will be good to see the other thing about that eventually, but yeah, I unfortunately did not look at Salubra when they were checking that. Also, both teams doing Crossroads cleanup and Green Buff cleanup. Play still. Blossom close to the Blossom more like, please Blossom don't die.
How can you play so
very
aggressive?
Close. Okay,
oh my god.
And there's also Shadecook at Thorns, which is a funny spot because it's like the one check that's opened up by Dash. So at least
that's
true, them with movement.
And so once again, blue team just got an ability, and guess what? Red team is just about to get it.
Yeah,
it's really impressive how both teams are just on the tail of each other.
Yeah, chat says maybe single digit charms for wings, so that should happen not too late. There's a 1-notch shaman at Force Knight, they will love that. That's really, really good.
One is
especially with the D-Dog that they're gonna have soon from Legita. I assume they will go back and get that for damage. Not long.
Yeah. Having D-Dog Shaman for at the very beginning of a race is basically all you need.
Yeah, that's all the damage you need for everything, pretty much. And Blossom is going to shop, so hopefully we're gonna see soluble this time. I will try to remember to look there.
Yep.
Yeah, there's also VS from Green Path, which is nice. That leaves one in Green Path, which can
They
be...
Yeah, they did got Shade Cloak.
Yeah, the one in Green Path for Blue Team could be pretty annoying. Green Path has some pretty late checks, such as
Shape of One.
Shape of One, no Ice Boss, so
Yeah.
that could be late. The two also just get Hornet. VS was somewhere in upper Green Path, I think. Not sure where exactly. But
We're
okay,
probably
that's
gonna
Salubra.
see Red Team have it in a few seconds.
It looked like 8 charms to me. The foot on the wings.
Which
It's
is
pretty small for me as well, but that's not that bad.
yeah.
That's gonna happen in no time. They already have, like, Red Team already has 5, so... Yeah, there's...
Oh, yeah,
VS
it
is at 5 blood, yeah. In Green Path. So yeah,
Now I'm actually curious. Now is the time where teams can really start to split off and get to different direction and take different routes, because, well, for now there have been mostly on each other's tails, but now we might see some plays towards Basin, City, who knows.
Yep, exactly what I want to say, that there was no, or like not, pretty much no route divergence yet, but there's a lot of things they can do. Yeah, as you said, it is probably good with 4. They can do that from climbing up from Basin, since E-Pass is randomized. E-Pass and Boss Essence is the new extras they have, which I probably didn't say yet, probably should. Interesting that a minute ago Blossom was doing Molak when Falcon was doing Fortnite, and they are doing it backwards now at the same time again. So that's a pretty nice.
It's really just showing that
coincidence.
no team is leaving any advantage to the other at all.
Yeah, they are on each other's tails right now.
And
So yeah,
Quatopine setting up the bench at Blue Lake and probably going to Fungal. Oh,
Signs.
Fog! They can pretty much finish up Fog. Well, not really. They can have a couple more checks, like Cornifer, since they have Shade Cloak, but they can't finish it up.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can do some. Also, like, what I wanted to say is Kingdom's Edge is with 5 is probably something that they want to go to as soon as they can. They don't have access right now. Seymour Pass would give them access immediately, and
Oh, that's actually quite a bet. Blue team heading to Queen's Garden, which makes sense. It has 2 checks, which is a lot. But
yeah,
they could be traitor lorded very far away.
That's an interesting play. It's really slow to go for QG this way, and they also can't really do love key, but it's a pretty interesting play. They could also lead this into Deepness, which is not great with 2, but also not that horrible. So yeah,
that is rough.
Sure.
I think I would prefer to get some fungal waste checks, even though there are only 1 major left in fungal waste.
Yeah.
But doing Deepness for 2 checks is...
Yeah, that's not something
rough.
you want to do with, like, this pretty much. That was also Howling Brave from Queen Station for Red Team. Nice damage for them.
Oh, so I guess fungal is done then. Because there is a dive at Legitor.
Oh yeah, that's true, and that's the wings.
And they got wings as well.
Yep.
And in the meantime, blue team is finishing up Crossroads. Sport room, that's major.
That's Crossroads. So
and heading into Peaks.
Heading into Peak. Peak has 1 item.
So probably just going to go immediately to resting grounds, but I'm still
Yeah.
not a big fan of that.
Resting roads is fine because it might only be 2, but they have dive and 600 essence, so they can get like almost everything in resting rounds. I don't think this is that bad. They
It's
can't go
still
down to city
quite.
because of no E-pass, but
Yeah.
this is not a bad play,
It's
I
just
would
that
say.
red team now has a movement advantage with wings and has
Yep.
checked all of fungal. That said, I cannot see blue team not checking fungal the same way red team did. Oh well, that's the major
Uh,
in peaks. So that's
okay,
done for peak.
that was quick. Yeah, that's probably gonna be Falcon's going that way too. So both teams gonna get peak
Well,
done immediately.
oh, the egg fell off. I actually never saw
Uh,
it do that.
I think I saw it once, but it's very rare. Yeah, Blossom doing the dark room with only dash claw. That's not easy. Getting through it though, so that's really nice.
And
And
I haven't really seen it, but it seems that Quato is sadly heading to deepness, and so is
yeah,
Numberplay. Oh, wait, no, I spoke
number
too
is
soon.
doing right at Fang, of course. Or this could be City with City Glass as well, because they have City Glass,
I did.
which could be an interesting play. They have,
I'm not entirely sure why they would,
okay, maybe City after he checks Mantis Village. That's also an option. Or
but they don't
the
have
other
any
way
checks
around.
on fungal left. So,
Yeah, there's like Bretta for later maybe to come
well,
back
with
to, but
two
yeah.
items in Mouth, you can pray for it to not be GPC operator.
Yeah, it's not something to do right now, but yeah. Also worth to know that Falcon usually hates peaks, and he did that and already finished it. He's probably really happy with that. He doesn't have to do any more peaks.
Yep.
Yeah. So Blossom arriving into resting rounds, into Dreamlight cutscene. And Quato doing, I guess this area of deepness is not that bad because here you get 4 checks pretty much at the same spot.
Yep.
But the rest of it is what it's a bit time consuming, especially without Lantern. So we will see how that goes. Also, Number is
I'm
the first
wondering
person
if
to
they are
see.
going to go and grab wings soon, because they
Yeah,
might have enough
ho-
charms.
hopefully they don't forget it. Probably won't.
They
Essence
probably
has a
won't.
simple key which they got. It also had Fragile Heart, which might be needed for Divine. We will see.
That would be a curse seed to have huge decks in Earthmouth, and it's divine.
Falcon not saving so for crypts and getting saved by almost vanilla Soul Totem. So, and that's not that bad because they finished Superstars pretty much as one of their resting rounds items. Um,
Wait,
and
did they just get resting rod items? I didn't.
they got one of them. Yeah, that's Durian and Dream Shield.
Oh, okay.
We don't know the other one yet. Also, I think Falcon skipped Dreamnet cutscene because he arrived there before Blossom and he started doing that later. So,
That is actually
but
somewhat
yeah,
smart, because
that's a
it's
bold
very
play
long.
to do, but it can pay off really well. Yeah, there's no majors at Essence. Simple can't fresh the half a nice though, and since they have both Essence and those, they usually get the items pretty early and pretty easily from here.
Yeah.
900
I'm
Essence is not that hard to get.
I'm curious about what is Quato's plans though, because
Uh,
continuing to check deepness sounds really time consuming.
yeah, the further you go into defense with what he has, or what he has is the worst it gets. Also, was that Defender's Crested Flower Quest? I only saw Crest at the end for a second. If it was, then yep, it's Defender's Quest according to chat. Thank you.
Well,
So
we have a seed, guys.
they
We
can
have a
prepare
seed.
mentally, and also that's the last item in Resting Grounds, by the way. So doing Crypt still is fine. They can find some items pretty quick, but yeah. They are not gonna be happy with that flower quest. But at least you have
Probably
some
not.
content.
Are they going to check Silubra? Yup, of course.
Yeah, and that's Probably the wings. Nope, it's not the wings yet. They don't have enough charms. Somehow.
That is,
Yeah. It should happen soon though. Like having
it is a bit,
wings
it is a
gives a
bit
bit of
rough.
an advantage, but it's not that big when you already have other. What to doing
And,
Galleon?
and in the meantime, we can see Blossom heading toward Bessin and, well, most likely going to
And
City, which I think
Falcon,
is a better entrance than Different
yeah,
Crest.
yeah.
Maybe it don't have
Falcon
to be.
following immediately to Basin, finding
Oh
the
yeah.
team path map with Ring Fragment. So we're probably gonna see Path of Pain first if it comes to that. Where
Yep.
was Hidden Station? Hidden Station was like the first item they got in the seed, pretty much, somewhere at the start. So, and it had this Mantis Claw, which was their first progression. Not sure where it is exactly, but it was super early, and both of them obviously have it in their item. What do we have at Fountain? Nothing. Good. We spent enough G already.
Well, you usually end up with 9,000 geo on you at some point. And now they can
Yeah.
check some, obviously.
Yep. Number continuing the city play. I would be surprised if it does. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it does Watchers right now because this tournament, Watchers has been the play. Like every single
Yeah,
match,
I
Watchers
remember
has
a match
items.
where we had, I can't remember if it was who did the entirety of Sanctum.
Yep.
One of the team went for Sanctum, cleared it all completely, had nothing, and the other went into
Yeah.
Spires and got 2 majors there.
Yeah,
Oh, and
that's, I think,
Shade Soul and Basin.
that's nice. I think there were multiple matches like that actually. Sanctum was trash and Spire was tagged and one team got a huge advantage out of it. Also Quato going to top Canyon.
And doing
One
this
item
skip
there.
without even sweating, which is... That skip is not that easy. Like, you have
Yeah,
to wait for cycles and stuff, and just
it's
doing immediately.
it's not easy, but it can also be done like with just dash and nothing else. It's a cool skip if you get it. But
With only dash.
yes, it can be. The Chalice can line up, so you can get to it with just dash pogos. It's
And
easy.
a Woken Dream Nail, and that is a waterway checks, so...
Yes. it is
And both
indeed.
teams just got it at the same
Like
time.
I absolutely love how seeing Falcon and Blossom are this whole race so
Yeah,
far.
it's the very beginning.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure that Quado didn't have the bench at Celebra, which is why they are not going there, even though they clearly have enough charms.
Blossom has it though.
Yeah, but
yeah.
they were not able to go there.
Yeah, that's fair. Probably wants King's Bench first, which is fair enough.
Yep.
Falcon checking Pleasure House, Blossom not checking Pleasure House. Okay, that's a bit of a
That's
divergence.
not really a bad play.
Green team doesn't have the essence here, I think. They probably do because they have one on the tracker, and that's
And
a
there was
major
that
interest to have.
slash. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
Pleasure-
to be quite frank, blue team hasn't even started
yeah,
to
and
check
looks like
city, so it's not really an issue.
looks like Spire is actually bad. So
Yeah, like I think from a purely statistical perspective, it shouldn't be good because you have to do the whole boss fight for 3 items, while Sanctum is just
Sanctum is
full
technically
of
better, but
items.
you gotta go for the meme of this turn, which is what I said. Also, I
guess
think
if
go
both
for it.
team agrees to do it first, then it's not a disadvantage for anyone.
Also, I think Falcon's in City because I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to try to skip Kingdom's Edge here with dash and wings. If he
Oh.
gets through, then he can do like most of Kingdom's Edge. He is going up though, so might just be these two checks first though. But yeah,
To be
Kingdom's
quite
Edge
frank,
is good.
when you have almost movements. Don't really need to do really fancy skips to get to area with a lot of checks. Like you are going to go um to to Kingdom Edge eventually, and what is the best you can get, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Also worth to note that Quato found Cyclone and Volcanion Charmer, so that's Volcanion clear for them. No, not gonna see Umu today, unfortunately. Everyone's sad. We are sorry.
And in the meantime, I hadn't seen it yet, but we are seeing red team checking waterways, which only has 2 checks, which is not really big waterways, but you know you kind of have to do it at some point.
Yeah, but there's a Sympathy and the DV stack. Both of those are really, really good team. So the
Yeah,
two deepness items could just be Beeson, and Beeson is by far the most dense area of deepness. So
yeah, and you can
they,
have somewhat easy access to rivers there,
yeah,
stuff like that, which is far better than
yeah.
all the dark rooms up to now.
And even though Red Team has Lantern according to the tracker, I have absolutely no clue where that was, but they shouldn't interfere with the darkness. Like, they have it on the tracker, so I assume that they do.
Um,
I have. Hmm?
wow.
So,
Oh, they probably no, that was Bash Slash, which was. Oh, and we have
and
Falcon somehow in
yeah,
the
Falcon is in
match.
Edge. So, yeah, that
How
was
did
the. It's,
the King Station skip?
yeah, it's probably the King Station Water Skip. That's the first major just immediately there. I would be surprised if we see that on the way up to Colo, but with 3 checks left in City, maybe we're gonna gamble, maybe. Who knows? Also Blossom also going for Watchers, which it's gonna level out for
Have
Pokemon's
they
gonna wait that
have they
anyway.
checked Pleasure House yet? No, they didn't.
They didn't because they don't have Dash Slash. So they probably waiting to use the key on God Tuner, I would assume. Falcon is or a number just a beta, but doesn't have Dirt Mouth bench, so we might not see this for a bit.
Yep. But you don't really have a reason
Unfortunately.
to check Dirtmouth yet.
Yeah.
You can still pray that it's that slide. GG.
What is going on currently? There is a Hollow Knight randomizer, all majors race going on currently. I think there's an exclamation mark comment in chat that explains it to you. I don't know it exactly, someone can maybe type it. That would be nice. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there you go. This is winners finals from the winners side. Obviously, both teams won all of their matches so far and getting closer and closer to the final victory there. This is not the final match of the tourney. There's gonna be a few more, but definitely a really good one. You see, elevated passive Oro. Okay, that's not that useful anymore, but could still hide the one checking Crossroads. So probably gonna see that be bought soon.
Well, they still have a lot of random checks in this round, like Black Egg.
Yeah, definitely.
So they're a
Yes.
priority, but definitely something they would do. And in the meantime, we can see Blossom attempting the same skill, but
Yes.
having some trouble.
Having some trouble. There you go. Yeah. There are 2 ways that makes this easier. One of them is the claw cling on the wall that Blossom did, and the other one is using a spell for Astor. The dashing under the rock there and above the water is actually very narrow, and it's very hard to like get it first time. But these runners are very experienced, so no issue. Also nice seeing Soul Master fight. I like the color stuff around the screen. It's, yeah, it's definitely nicer than the weird water-based color of those sides. Yeah, Sanctum should have stuff in this seed for once because still 3 and 4 left in City for
Yeah,
the two teams,
they
and
really
they
don't
check
have
like
anything left.
yeah, they check pretty much everything else except for like collector and EK. Obviously, you don't want to do that early.
No team going for Soul Master. For Soul Tyrant.
Oh, so Terran, yeah, that's I think with what they have left in City, it's better to just rush through Sanctum and then come back after you finish Sanctum. Maybe that's
Oh, and there
EK
was
in Sanctum, the classic, and that was also Great Flash, I think.
so that is um one item only left in City of Tears, which hasn't been found yet, since there was
Yes.
Dash Slash Pleasure House.
Yeah, and the last item should be EK or Vector or Soul Tyrant probably. And I guess this one totem that Quatos gonna check in a second.
And
Okay,
it
that's
was
where it is. There you go.
so
So
now I
that's City
really
done.
hope that they're not going to do Soul Tyrants.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
they're
know.
gonna do
They
EK first.
oh yeah, that's fair. They don't know about Pleasure House, but we know everything in City now, and no Collector today, no Soul Tyrant today. City's running out of content, but at least we still have stuff. That's nice. And Sanctum, yeah, Sanctum stacked for once this turn.
Yeah. Having 3 whole items.
Also, the fact that they found C dash means that you can already do Palace if they want to, which with the movement they have, which is usually good to get out of the way early, because in case the item is very late in Palace, then they don't want to wait on the other player at the end. So probably gonna see Palace shortly after players finish their areas that they're doing right now. Yeah, this is oh okay, number takes a death in the pop of look there. Can't blame him. One of the worst
Oh
looks
no,
in the
and
video
Quato
game.
not checking.
Oh yeah, that's a bit unfortunate there. Uh,
They don't
unfortunate.
have freaks with Skytail. Oh no, they have double hit.
Shades or Shaman is fine for it.
And something that really bothered me is that all the double hit strats you can do in Soul Tyrant just
Yeah,
don't work on Soul Master. Which is just
Tottenham
super
moves fast
frustrating.
enough to get melted sometimes. Also, worth to know that teams are still really close. There's a VS at Colo 1. I just glanced at. So
And
that's
it's
worth to note.
2 points.
Both teams need to do Colo as well this time. So stuff is wrapping up.
Quite a seat. Quite a seat to go.
Yeah, as I wanted to say, teams are still really close in majors. They are really close in movement as well.
And we shouldn't forget that this major difference is not even that big as the common weight majors. Oh well, actually only one. Oh, I thought I didn't see them buying dive, but the majors are really quick to get.
yeah, they are
That's what I was
really
trying
quick.
to say.
Definitely. Yeah, also chat is asking, have we seen a Bretta check? We haven't seen a Bretta check yet because Number saved Bretta for red team and he has not been anywhere near first month yet. So that's probably happening eventually.
As you have at some point to get to Dartmouth in order to
Oh,
finish the game.
there's the campus that got tuner, so no team's gonna GG today.
Yep.
And Blossom breaking 420 euro. You'll have to see it. That's the real content.
Question: has Junkpit ever have something?
Sometimes, not this seed apparently, but I mean it has a name for a reason, so I don't know.
Oh, and I knew I needed to check Egg Shop, but I forgot to see what was there.
I some it's Jack Shop.
I
Fortunate. Yeah, we don't really know much of the Dartmouth majors yet, which it's
I'm
getting.
pretty sure none of the team have checked reply, which is
They did
crazy.
check. I think they check Sly. I definitely remember one of the teams at least checking Sly. So,
I'm not sure that the two teams did. I
I'm not
think
sure.
one did, but I'm not sure
I mean,
they
I would
could.
assume they did at this point, but possible. We haven't
Well,
seen any sort of Grim content from any team yet that could have the majors in that month as well.
and
We might see a vanilla Grim child that needs lantern lighting, which would be a bit rude with zeroing clips just to go up there
yeah,
and light the lantern.
it's like
It'd be
a
funny to
portal
see.
at stag list. If you have it, just get the check. Leave.
Yeah. And Quato is doing White Palace, which I'm slightly surprised about because Blossom is the famous Palace enjoyer, but all of the surrenders are really good at Palace, so shouldn't be. Especially Quato with those White Palace Sawblade shrieks on the skin. That look really
Really
cool.
Nelf, really just blending into the environment. Are we
Yeah.
gonna see a King's Ball skip? Probably not.
Uh, I'm not sure
When you have
how
Shriek, it's
much
not
he
even
Quato
worth
runs,
it.
how much speed runs Quato does.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
that's
that's it.
we are robbed. I think I'm allowed to complain
Yeah.
there. Like,
Um,
do you really put that one check at the first thing in Palace and bait us that we're gonna see fucking like unbelievable? I
I
am
want a
kinda
refund.
sad. I am kinda sad with that. Also, Quato is probably gonna do Abyss after that. There was also Trampas in Kingdom's Edge somewhere. Upper team or red team also has that, so
Yeah,
probably under or somewhere.
blue team really like catching back up. Uh,
Yeah,
that I'm not
like
even
this.
like I don't really know where they gained that time, but just finishing up the majors in Kingdom Edge, really impressive. Let's say they still have waterways to finish up,
Yeah, and
and that is pretty long.
yeah, we know that Palace is
Still
a
nice.
no time investment, so
Yeah,
that Palace one is not a big uh, time investment for red team, but yeah, this is still really, really close. We see Number cleaning up QG for that one last life in Summer and Quato doing Abyss, which should be, I'm not gonna say stacked, because it's only 2 items left in base team, but should have something.
yeah.
Uh,
Well,
Definitely.
neither team checked asking that, but that's
Yeah, that's you. I think you wanna do Abyss first. Like,
yeah,
Broken
because
Vessel is annoying as heck.
it's just
So
so slow having
yeah,
to do the whole Monarch section. That is
it's
just
yeah,
so slow.
it's really slow. Yeah. Also, the red light core was really cool. I didn't know Palazzo can be this drastic, but apparently it can be. QG tag from Business Grove. That's
And
how
that
I
is
assume Red Team got it
quite
as
a
well.
big advantage for blue team
I think Red
because
Team also found that, didn't they?
yeah, but red team started started doing
Oh,
QG without the stack,
that's true. They didn't
so
really have
they
either. Nice.
and in the meantime, my team is getting more grubs that they need, which is fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
Who doesn't like
I better
more
rather
grubs?
get more than less and then need to go back somewhere. So
And when you only
yeah,
have 11, it's to be expected that you just forget that
yeah,
you needed only that few.
definitely, yeah. Blossom doing the backwards waterway strat, which is a really good strat if you are not sure what keys and you don't want to waste them. It's also not that horribly slow, so it's a good set that I also like to do. And Number is going up, got the fragment from Krabs, we're gonna see Predator check here, and as well as Zod. We also got a Fragile Strength in a base, which might be useful for Divine. I'm not sure if it's in Greed yet, so that could still be a troll.
Oh,
Let's
better check.
see. Tons of Agony at Zod. Yeah, that describes the boss fight
Oh,
pretty
and
well.
Lantern
Uh,
from
it's also nothing.
where was Lantern?
Lantern from Royal Waterways apparently, so
Okay,
probably the bench check, I would assume. Which makes sense why Red Team got it a while ago.
and into the tree, and in the meantime, we can see Falcon doing the most damage tanky strat you have ever seen in that room.
Yeah,
Which is that
yeah, I
room is
mean,
hell.
the
Who likes
optimal way
that
to do
room?
sharpshooter is get it like 5 times. So that room has like 0 rhythm. I can't blame anyone if they just damage tank through it.
Well, I think there are some cool strats if you have dash master, where you can make some
Yeah,
clean cycles.
yeah,
But
that could
without
be.
it,
Definitely could be.
and we see red
Well,
team back in Queen's Garden again.
yep, back in QG also starting deep. We know that there's not much in the left or the right side of deepness.
I'm wondering
I
the
don't.
red. I hope red team is going to immediately bench to um, distant village stag after
Yeah,
they get these checks.
okay, not yet, but hopefully they do it soon. I don't think red team did it either yet, even though they had the DV stack for a while.
And blue
Yeah.
team using their advantage to have QG stag to check it without having to do all the arenas.
Yeah. Uh, red team also has QG stack, but number has QG bench. So yeah, that's nice. Not needing to do the big arena is always nice.
We have seen
Uh,
a very
Falcon,
interesting
is
normal
this
fight.
a positive from Falcon? It's not. I'm disappointed. I thought we're gonna see a gamble on Nosk, but yet. It was
I
just a
think on a
cloud.
winners
That's the
match you don't do gimbals.
that's
Maybe it's gonna be Nosk.
yeah. It could be. It could be. Like some good gambles are also. They are not the best thing if you are a player, but they are fun to watch if you are watching the game. Also, there was a fragment in QG at
Which
the
I
Float and before
guess
Creator Lord.
Quado is gonna check in like
Yeah.
10 seconds.
So I think I can call it French vanilla. It's like one check away from where it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. It's very sketchy, but maybe. That's also QG done for red team. QG done soon for blue team.
And just like that, we are really heading to the end of this match. Like, that was quite quick,
Yeah,
but they
yeah, we
really
are.
just need to clean up areas. They have to do Colo, Flower Quest,
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
up base. But
Those are the two main time things that they have yet have left. Also, race at Shio, which we missed earlier. That's the last thing in Green Path. So that's also done for both teams. Very close on majors or race long. Like they just proved that both teams are really, really good.
yeah,
Yeah,
I really
holding
hope
space
we
together.
don't see blue team checking all of Fundal Waste from Legitor, because as we know, the check was in Queen's Station.
Yeah, I hopefully not. Hopefully this is a fungal core to the defense and not a Tempest Lords, which could be reasonable to do with 2 left in deep nest. Yeah, looks like that is it. It looks like they are coping deep nest right now, which is fine because the super secret area is
Weakness.
so.
But no, they haven't gone to Distant Village yet.
Yeah, yeah,
Which
that's
is,
weird that they are not doing TV first for sure.
yeah, like
So,
it's, you definitely have 6 items to get there, so you really should.
and
And in the meantime, we have the Green Troop activation
yeah,
from
you mean
Blue
the
Team.
green troop, right? Not the green troop, it's the green troop for some reason.
Yep.
And yeah, so I think that's not a bad play. I think 2 checks at Divine and 1 in the tent immediately. Valentin is gonna disagree me that it's a good play, but it's reasonable to do with still 2 in Dartmouth. Yeah, those could also be shock key, which we haven't seen yet. Yeah. Also,
We have, there are so many things that I'm used to seeing super duper early, like
yeah,
Ismis, for example.
yeah, we have full movement, but we don't have either of the swim items from either team,
Yeah, that is
which is
slightly
just
cursed.
pretty cool.
Okay, I was just wondering, like, is Logic so cursed that they don't have access to Kingdom Edge, but they got
Uh,
Trampas. So,
it
wait,
they got
was
Trampas in Edge though, so
Oh my
Swim
god.
could just be. So Swim is their Kingdoms the Jaxus, and Swim could just be just I don't know, Nosk or
Earthbound,
something.
probably.
Who knows?
Or probably
Or Black
Crossroads.
Egg Temple. I don't know.
Yeah.
Falcon going for Colo. So and Number is getting ready to spend 10 minutes in Palace just to find out that it's a bait
Yep.
and it's just one item.
And
Anything
Hera
else?
from. So that is a
Yeah,
Rotal Wake
Hera.
here for blue team,
Yep.
which red team haven't done it, and
Yeah,
it's a hidden one. So
yeah,
we
it's a
might see red
dunk.
team losing some time to it if they don't check it.
Yeah, it was a dunk defender, which is usually the last thing you do in water race, or like one of the last things you do. Which also confirms that the defender's class from Flower Quest is not gonna be anything. But
Oh yeah, oh my god,
they
that
still need to
logic.
pick it up, so
The logic where you have to. Oh no, it's blue troop. It's blue troop. It's
it's
not.
yeah.
It's not.
Hive Blood at Divine. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. Oh, they have all three fragiles. It's okay. That's one less thing that can ruin a race.
That is really the absolute worst thing that can happen. Is like, you know, let's say that the one check that they got in Cliff is strength, and then guess what? It's also the major.
I think
That is just
strength was
devastating.
okay. There's nothing at Divine. But I think strength was somewhere.
No, they didn't get anything from Cliffs. But
Oh, you okay? I just misheard you. Yeah,
good.
yeah. Blossom and Falcon still doing the exact same thing an hour later, just being almost at the exact point of Colo at the same time.
It's so
It's just
weird.
so cool.
Now that I
Swimming
think about it,
Abyss. Swimming Abyss is
if
definitely an option. I
did
don't
blue
think.
team do color 1 without checking GPC?
Uh, I mean, you need to do Colo one anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Well,
But
but if you
it
didn't check
could be a.
GPC, you have to do it again.
Oh, that's true. Uh, that might be a. I mean, they're
But it
not gonna get
wasn't.
hurt by it, but that might happen maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they didn't check GPZ, and that's a tiny bit of a mistake, but they'll be fine.
I don't even know they. No, they probably got Predator. I probably just missed it. They
Yeah,
have
that's.
fully checked what
Yeah,
points they
I
have
wouldn't be
to.
surprised if you do run into this. Yeah, four screens is a lot of screens. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's for Canyon Dump from Red Team as well. And Quato going back to base. Perfect place. So Ash is calling Swim. Perfect place. Who knows? Blossom freed breath and check. Thank you, Ash. So yeah, I would assume that they wouldn't make this mistake. Dash Master in Abyss though, that's you love to see it, but it's a bit late. But you still love to see it.
Well, oh, it's one. They might include
They definitely keep it. Even if you get it in black, I get 2 minutes before 2 seconds before the end of the game. Sweet as bloody boy card. Ash, GG Ash. That was, that was a nice prediction. Also, everyone loves to see an item and most content on top of this. It's pretty cool.
That's it. There's still one item in base, so we might see lost kill.
That's probably over there. Yeah, they should have checked that, yes. Or I guess the dead general area. Also, Numbers gonna get their last major in water race shortly.
That said, red team still in the lead right now,
Yeah,
so they have checked a lot of base units, etc. But it's still we're getting to the end, and you need to make that back at some point if you want to win. And they haven't been able to do it the whole race, so it's getting a bit scary, I guess.
Yeah.
That said, we might see this whole run
There's the
being just deepness. And
There's the
deepness
Grim
is
Child, which is the last item in deepness. Where was
it
Grim
was at
Child?
the beast den.
It was Divi Stag immediately. It was
Okay.
just Grim Child.
And
So
what was where was the other one in
that's
deepness?
that's what I'm asking. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Because
Probably like I would assume super secret area, which that would make the most sense because number went there through fungal core,
that
but
is
I'm
kind
not
of rough
100%
for
sure.
blue team because
Yeah, that's
you might see them checking beast den,
yeah, Beast and
Weaver's
Weavers
den,
then. Yep.
and it's not there. You had to do the
Yeah.
questionable play of doing from fungal core.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, yeah, Quato going to Broken Vessel could be the last thing in facing. Falcon is doing a bit.
And yep,
Yeah,
Blossom is finishing Crossroads.
yeah, and there's the Monomon from was that probably based in simple. Okay, so no Broken Vessel, no Lost Kin, and that's Black Egg access for them as well.
So they can
Yeah,
finally clear Crossroads, which is for some reason with Earthbound without 2 area you finish
yeah,
at the
like
last time.
they just those two areas just end up being very late like every time because of how many different like logs they have, like different items you need to find to unlock every check then, which is interesting. Yeah, Flower Quest is something that's left for both teams, so
Bapanada.
they
Okay,
might
and that
be
is Crossroads done.
close.
It was at Elevator Pass.
Yeah, that's nice. Uh, Flower Quest is, even though all of these players are relatively good, Flower Quest is something that can ruin your day anytime. And if you break the flower in Pokemon or in QG, that's a lot of time loss. So they need to make sure that they make no mistakes at Flower Quest. And yeah, this is also a really fast seed. And also no Ismas, which is probably why they are holding it off.
And
Uh,
Blossom,
you could
forgetting they have a check in Grubs? Or did they
uh,
already get the checks at Grubs?
not sure, but maybe they did and they're just missing E-Pass. Yeah, they did grab. Ismas is at Ego Shop, according to Colette. I completely missed that, but if you are right, then this could be an egg hunt, which could be some
Very
form of
sad.
content. Yeah, that would be interesting.
And we see
Have
Quato heading into Beast Den,
Yep,
which
that's gonna be
is
rough. Doing
yeah, that is
Beastan and Weavestan is might not Beastan and Weavestan are not that long, but it's long enough that it's gonna hurt them at this point.
and it's really sad because it's the magic of RNG, right? Like
Yeah,
they
and
just
that team is buying eggs. I'm not sure how many it is, but it's not a trivial amount.
and
It
we're
seems
going to
like.
see Flower Quest.
You also see NMG, which uh, is nothing, and yeah,
Oh,
but
and
number is getting started with Flower.
there was one check at Shopkeepers.
Yeah, yeah. So that leaves
And
Shopkey and then the Ismail GG, and that should be the turn off.
what
I
were we
assume.
saying about red team being in the lead? What is happening right now? It has flipped around, and blue team are now equal. So
Yeah,
that is going
this is
to go down to
really
the wire
really
to
close.
does
Yeah.
anyone fail Flower Quest, and does Quato find the
Yeah.
deepness check in a
Yeah,
reasonable time?
the fact that Red caught Isma from X Shop means they can do Flower Quest now with way less trouble. And
Well,
Blossom
blue
doing
team.
Elder. Ooh, that's kind of sad because I think the thing they need is Queen Station.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, oh,
which is
that
hard,
is
but which is easy
kind
to
of sad.
forget. It's fungal, but it's still pretty rude.
That is. Oh, I'm getting emotional about poor blue team because they really didn't play bad. It's just
Yeah,
at some point you need to check the area in the correct order. that you cannot know.
When the seed is like fairly easy, like this one, this for the main progression, and the other team is also
Actually,
really
oh
good.
my
That
god.
luck can
Oh,
play a factor
Blossom.
sometimes.
Blossom. How are you so amazing? How are you so amazing? Setting up a Dream Gate and checking Queen Station. That is just
Let's go. Let's go.
that is just legendary play.
And there's the rubbish rig.
So I guess
Yep.
Quattro
Number.
Blossom?
Okay. I
Oh,
was not looking, but number broke the flower apparently. I don't
oh.
think he was that deep, probably in crossroads, but it's still hurts a bit, uh, which is unfortunate. Now Falcon's gonna find their basin item in a sec, so that's gonna bring them back to 3-3.
And is Blossom heading? Blossom is, yeah, opening the shortcut
Yeah,
and
opening
preparing
this
to do
and
Flower
then
Quest.
doing
I
I wonder if they are gonna
they know
try
where Ismas
doing an
is.
Ismales route, or
Well,
just like the one thing they really need with Ismas is the Focanian sit skip, and they might like try to do that.
they
It can
know
be
where
annoying.
Ismas is. So,
Yeah. Do they have enough eggs though? That's
well,
the
Quattro
question.
is just there.
Yeah, they. Yeah,
Yep.
they do. Okay, so it was 10 probably. I
And
assume.
Blossom is doing jungle. Oh my god!
Nice,
Blue
nice, nice,
team,
nice,
what is
nice.
happening?
Okay, that
How do
this
you
is
just?
getting really
Oh my
close.
god!
Numbers going. Is this
That is
flower
that is a
through?
safe route. That is, I
That is a
think, the safest route to do Flower Quest.
Yeah, this route avoids crossroads at all, which is definitely a reasonable thing to do. It's a bit longer, but if they want to go, want to do it safe, that's a good idea. I'm
Oh
not
my
sure what
god!
was thing in deepness, but they're gonna get it somewhere here, probably at the map or super secret.
And
It's
Quado is doing Flower Quest, and just like that, through the amazing plays of Blue Team, if Quato does Flower Quest first try,
Yeah, they have a
they are
massive
they're all going to
because
lead.
that's gonna be that last item that they need to get. Uh, Blossom's
That
gonna pick
said,
this up now.
I'm very happy that we are seeing Blue Team come back, but Red Team is definitely not behind.
Yeah,
Because they
so
have
they have
one Earth 5 checks, which is literally just behind the Crossroads check. So it's completely free. And
yep.
Quado break the flower again.
Uh,
So they are switching roles.
so yeah, they are both of them doing it and just hoping to do it faster. Yeah, at this point when you have like that one item left, it's fine. Wait, I didn't take it. Was the deepness check not where I thought it was? That's possible. That it was actually not fungal core.
Well, we got thrilled too soon.
Yeah, they gonna find it out. Good. I don't know. Number it again though. So that's rough. Like flower quest is always rough. Yeah, this ending is pretty tense. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
and
And
I
now
think that is
and now
why we're
Blossom
seeing so
hasn't become
many
flower
Flower
quest.
Quest fails. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
and
that's
here's my
it was at Zod. Okay, I completely missed that, but yeah, that's
This
deepness
is,
done.
we can really feel the nerves on the player just by how they are playing Flower Quest. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is gonna be incredibly close. Uh, Blossom in crossroads with the flower, taking it
So
pretty dangerous. And also something that we missed is shopkeepers at pair check, actually. So that's red team got that and they got the cloak, and we are down to both teams only having flower quest left. Everything else is done. It's 1-1. Both
and
flower
every
delivering
player is doing
people
Flower
are
Quest.
in.
So
Crossroads.
actually, what
It's
you thought you were going to see a rando, but in reality, this is just a Flower Quest tournament.
yes,
Who
it
can
is
beat
just a
Flower Quest?
4-player Flower Quest race, and it's incredible. So, who's
Oh my
gonna
god,
win?
this is
Blossom is currently in the lead, but as we know, that Flower Quest is never certain.
Yep.
I'm not gonna curse anything, but
yeah.
this is an
I'm actually
incredible
just
race.
I'm not going to talk about what any of the players are doing. I don't want to be
Yeah.
accused of
Let's talk about
curse.
something else because we will curse them anyway. So this might be War Paper Radiance number
Oh,
gets
it's
the deck
definitely going
basically.
to be 4 people
It's
radiance.
it could be a such an incredible finish. I'm not gonna say
That
anything about the
said,
flower
we are
quest.
seeing
Don't tempt
very
me.
different routes from every player, which is very interesting, right?
Yeah,
Just
I'm not sure. I'm not sure Falcon is probably just doing nail upgrades here and not flower quest. Um,
maybe doing both.
if this is a flower quest route, which might be because he's just fireball those two asks. This is another content flower quest route. Falcon has nail upgrades already. This is a weird flower quest route currently.
It's
Um,
one of the safest Flower Quest routes you can do because you just see dash across a few rooms and you're in fungal wizard.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting
But
one. Blossom is finished, so yeah, Blossom's done with flower quest. That was a really good one. Uh, there, Horde of Grubs just being really happy
yep.
as well.
And
That's gonna be
number
the Stinky Charm as
plays,
the reward. And
yeah,
yeah, number is
or doing all of this for who is
yeah, that's what you get.
well.
Uh,
I fully expect every player on this match is going to be doing Flower Quest for hours in the coming days.
yeah, and
Just
Quato casually breaking the flower on Hollow Knight. Not something you see every day. But yeah,
it's the nerves. What
blue
can you
team
do?
with an advantage heading into the final boss fight here, but
That said,
not much
Numberplay
because
is
number is done as well. So this is
4-player Radiance incoming. Let's
yep,
go.
it's gonna happen soon. No, don't
Ah,
change your charms, Falcon. You need to go. You need to go. There's no time. No time to
well, it's
waste.
not. Falcon has
I'm
all the time they want.
I'm gonna
It's
get my
for Numberplay.
I'm gonna get myself into Racer. Want to watch the GGs as well.
Yep.
Because this is gonna be just really close.
And the first Radiance is appearing. Beware, 3 more are about to come.
Yep. Quattro is the first one for Radiance.
And Blossom.
Number is entering.
Yeah.
Number is entering.
So
PH game.
right now, it might seem like Blue Team has the win, but
It, yes.
Radiance is still
Don't
Radiance,
don't
and we have
don't
seen the
don't,
effect of nerves.
don't curse anything, please. This comms just curse if they talk about the boss fight. Don't talk about the boss fight, and then
Okay.
nothing's gonna go wrong. But talk about the few drops on the screen. Who are
Oh
just
my god, so many grabs. That's why they got
chilling.
more grabs than they needed, just to have the best screen.
Yep.
And third Radiance is appearing.
Falcon is on the fight. Falcon has those nail upgrades, which is gonna definitely be helpful.
Even though Shriek spam is
Yeah,
very
and
effective.
Quattro is climbing with max HP, so I
Is
think I'm allowed
double
to say that this
underplats?
should be fine.
Double
Yeah,
underplats.
that's the GG from
Incredible.
Quattro.
So actually we might not see all 4 players of Radiance at the same time.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty close. But there's a GG from Quattro, as I said, and Radiance is going up for Blossom too.
I will not say anything.
Yeah,
I do not want to be accused of cursing.
Yep.
Underplat,
And
or
that's the GG
Underplat,
from
and
Blossom.
that is
So
GG.
that's blue team
That
done.
was
That was
tense.
it was such a really close
Yeah.
race.
Red
Very well
team
done from
the
all of
lead
them.
in terms of major, at least, for the entirety of the race, without question.
Yeah, it was
And then
really good all along. It's a 1 hour 2 minutes from Blossom. It's kind of
that
sad.
is
Pepito vectors, GG from Falcon comes in as well. The same
1
minute
hour
for the
2
first three
is
players, by the way, for me.
1 hour 2 really shows how fast those players are. Because, well, the seed was nice. Like Dash was decently early, it was not cursed. But 1 hour 2 is still doing runs close to an hour is not something you see every day.
Yeah, this was really well executed race for all of them pretty much. Fortunate, but the flower quest was kind of threatened, unfortunately.
The
Yeah,
thing is
really
that
close all race.
I would almost advise to do flower quests early, but they couldn't because they didn't have
Yeah.
Ismas.
Yeah.
And doing
Yeah,
flower
you
quests
can
without Ismas.
you can go for alternative routes without using Numberplay. I guess the route that number took was through city was like it's not free, but you don't really want to do flower quest without business.
Well,
That's the
at
climb for
least
number.
what this race has taught us, and I hope that every person watching will remember it, is that you don't have to do the speedrun route for Flower Quest. You can do the other routes, which are safer and easier. So stop doing the flower. So if you are struggling with Flower Quest, don't do the speedrun routes. Speedrunners, even do it. And that is a GG for Numberplay.
Yep, that's the GG for all of them. I'm gonna ask them for an interview and then they can probably come in here.
Yep,
Oh,
that was
yep.
that was a race to see. That was a race to see.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hello everyone. GG to all of you. This was an incredibly close race all along. Well done to all of you. The flower quests at the end were incredibly rude, unfortunately, but yeah, it was basically all four of you at Radiance, like almost. Number was the second person on red team to enter Radiance. He entered basically the same time as Blossom did the climb, so that's how close it was.
Alright.
Yeah, the number filling flower quest was really bad, unfortunately, at the end. I'm sorry about that number, but flower quest is rude.
That was really an incredible game for all of you. Like this is really
Yeah,
like example of what winners final is. You just have
yes,
incredible teams.
I knew it was
yes,
going to be really
very
close
much.
because we got literally all movement at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
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 Well, except
Red team
wings.
was
You took
yeah.
some time to get wings.
Red team had an advantage at wings. Like not too much, but a decent amount.
Oh, where did they get the
Oh,
charms?
we could have gotten it earlier, we just like
Yeah,
went too
it was
right.
not much, but red team got it a bit earlier. Also, I think red team had a tiny or major lead for most of the race, and then
Yeah,
other
it
team
was really
just caught
funny
up at the end.
because
It was
we are getting really scared because red team cleared fungal immediately. Like 30 minutes into the race, fungal is clear.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you were starting to do Elder Who. And we are like, oh my god, please do not do the entire Mentis village and Mentis Lord. And then you just
yeah,
placed a Dream Gate, went to the major, and like
yeah. That's
Quado
was
told me that he hadn't done
Yeah,
it.
I
We
was
should
like,
check
hey,
it,
we should
and
probably let
I
me
was
check those
already,
first.
yeah, doing Elder Who, so I was like, okay, I'll go check those first just in case.
yeah. That was
just
really
like
good.
just checking the spoiler log, you know. Oh yeah, no, my bad. Just you know, I need to
Yeah,
go take that. Oops. Like
yeah.
this
I
was
want
just
to talk about this super hype white palace.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
disappointed.
I
I was
was
so
so mad about
disappointed.
that at the
Yeah.
on the commentary. Like I was screaming on that. Like, come on, what was that?
The first totem of White
Robbed.
Palace.
Yeah. Also, I
Like
think
we are talking about, is a team going to do uh how's it called? King's Mold skip, right? And then no, yeah, no, they're not going to do King's Mold skip since they're just done with White Palace.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Also worth to note that like basically the whole race, I don't think you were further away than like 3 majors, so it was like extremely close all along.
And
Few back and forths with stuff like pleasure houses you mentioned in chat.
Yeah.
Red team didn't do Soul Tyrant. Like that's one thing, but yeah, pretty close all along.
My only regret this race is we got Awoken Dream now super soon, super early, and I didn't tell Number to go into White Palace to do the first check. Because that would have
Yeah,
gotten us King's Brand, and then King's Brand would have gotten us Dash Master.
yeah, that's
well,
We got us
both
so
team
late.
barely use Dashmaster. I'm not even
Yeah.
sure if did anyone in blue team equip it.
I equipped it and like barely used it. It
Oh,
yeah.
was nice with File Quest.
I think I
Yes.
equipped Ashmaster like as soon as we got it.
Yeah, that's the strat. Like, put it on as soon as you get it. It's good.
And can we actually talk about logic? Because
Oh yeah, we kind of realized.
Trampass was in Edge,
Mhm.
so you had
Yep.
to get Swim to get to Edge. And where was Swim?
Which
Hidden in the
Void
middle of
Heart.
Deepness, right?
Which
No.
Void Heart.
No,
It
it
was,
was
Void
it was
Void
Void
Heart,
Heart.
which was locked behind Palace.
Yep.
So Kingdoms that's just casual locked behind Palace. You'll have to see it.
So this is why you do skips. Do
Yup.
not follow logic because God's logic.
Oh man, doing this logically would have been like death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing a run where Lantern was at 29 grubs, and in the how's it called again? Johnny's blessing room, there was 2 majors, including King's Brand.
Yeah.
So that's the logic you want to see.
Yeah. So chat mentioning something that I want to talk about. So Blossom and Falcon did the exact same thing like the whole bloody race.
Oh,
So
nice.
the first thing is that Blossom was doing more like when Falcon was doing like then 5 minutes later you were doing the same thing backwards, like other way around at the exact same time.
You
You
did
were climbing
Colo
to
at the exact
you were
same time.
Colo the exact same time, climbing to city from base in the exact same time. It was incredible.
And
You
Why,
were
why
just
That's
do we?
hilarious.
Why do we even have 4 streams?
Ash. I think Ash just accidentally played like Blossom stream in place of Falcons or something because
Oh yeah.
it was just really funny.
This
Yeah,
I don't, in my
and
opinion, the person that was routing Crossroads had like no like there was like one path in my opinion.
yeah, worth to note, or for players doing Flower Quest at the end, like
yeah,
we
Oh.
were, both players were on one item remaining at the end, and that was Flower Quest for both of you, or of you.
so just
So
for a second, we just had everyone taking actually different routes for Flower Quest, which
Yep.
was kind of
Which was fun to
interesting
watch.
because we all know the speedrun route by heart now, but seeing some alternate routes is always nice.
Yeah. I assume that all of you did Flower late because you wanted Ismas.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
in comms actually missed Ismas for a while, so we were wondering, but then chat reminded that it was at PG.
Next.
So
We didn't have enough eggs until like the very end.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
many
same.
eggs
we
was
definitely
that?
saw you buy
We
like
just got
every
enough.
item shop.
How many eggs was that? Like 8?
It
It
was
was
10.
10.
It was
Yeah,
max.
Oh, so that could have gone way worse. Having all of the eggs in cliffs, for example, which no one checked, obviously.
We farmed 18 grubs because there's an egg at 18 grubs in case we didn't find enough eggs.
Oh,
yeah,
so
so
that's why. Because we are
that's
actually
why,
Imagining
saying
a farm 18 grubs.
we are actually questioning why you are getting more grubs than 11.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, so that's what the Nosk fate was. I see now.
Yeah, I was like, like if it came down to it, it would be good to have, right? So I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that's definitely a good play. Like getting grubs is not that slow.
I just am addicted to my grub train. I need as many grubs as possible.
Yeah,
that is
it's
completely fair.
Yep.
Well, that was really the match to see. It would have been nicer if it started on time, obviously, but that's not really in the control of anyone.
blame the power company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing we were able to do this.
Yeah.
So I
And I'm
think
really glad that we did not re-roll another seed, because that one
Oh
was
yeah.
really great.
yeah,
Having
this was
Colo, Flower
this was a
Quest.
good one.
Well, it was missing some passive pain.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah. Also, probably
felt
worth to note that.
like the second half
Go
of
ahead.
the seed, I felt like I just did one check in an area and I was done.
Well,
And it
at
was
least you did one check in an area and not the entire area and
yeah.
get it at the last check. Because that is always scary at the end of those runs. Because
But like
you might just
the areas I had benches in were done super quickly compared to Falcons, so I had trouble figuring out what to do next.
well,
Yeah.
it seemed rather fluid, let's be honest. Oh, and we completely forgot, but the curse has been broken. There were actually some items in Soul Sanctum.
Yep,
Yes.
I
Oh
got
yeah.
baited. I did Spire
Both
first, and there
both
was nothing there.
both teams did Spire first actually. So
Didn't blue team split city between themselves?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Quado did left side, I did right side.
Yeah.
So I just did Spire. I think I went to Spire before Quado went to Soul Sanctum though, so you're right about
Yep.
that.
yeah, the tourney was just stacked Sanctum all along, so I don't blame either of you for doing that first. Just going with the flow. Yeah, so I think it's worth to talk that the next match is supposed to be on Tuesday at uh 6 p.m. Central Europe time, which is noon US Eastern time, I'm pretty sure. That should be Apress, Kuroshi versus Valentin and myself in losers bracket. Winner of that match is gonna play with Number and Falcon,
A
and
rematch.
the winner of that match, who's gonna be the winner of losers bracket, is gonna go back up and play with Blossom and Quato eventually. So definitely some cool stuff coming up. So be sure to stay around. And
This
hope
end
you
of
enjoyed it.
tournament, if we're going to see a game like this one, is going to be very nice. And I just realized that we didn't like these seeds avoided some of the kind of lame checks at like Hive, where you just have to walk for an
Yeah,
hour. So really good
yeah,
seed overall.
yeah. Not many boss fights, but Colo and Flower Quest brought some cool content at least.
Yeah. Well, both
That was
fights, if you don't have
I guess
Essence Randomize, you
yeah,
really only have like Nosk and Hornet 2 for boss fights, and like that's about it. Well, you have a bit more, obviously. You have Collector, but overall, you can really just do the entire game without too many bosses, or at least somewhat